So now, I'm a drug addict, and my life was saved as a result of the compassion, kindness, and tolerance of other people. That's why I've got to be compassionate, kind, and tolerant to others, because I was people that could have really easily wrote me off, instead decided to love me and give me another chance. So if I get asked to go and speak for some select committee, I know this thing. I'm not got no judgment on people that use drugs recreationally, and it's a good job, because otherwise about half our fucking audience will walk out. I'm sure there's not one of them who's not high as a kite. But there's certain people, like me, about 10% of the population, have what I think is an illness, or at least a condition, where you can't take drugs or drink safely. So those people shouldn't. I believe those people should remain abstinent one day at a time. Now, there are ways of doing that. There are abstinence-based societies where we can help one another.
But you're not a fan of the whole criminalisation of everything?
That's ridiculous. What's the point? If people aren't well, I mean, there's no point making people criminals because they're not very well. If you've ever met a drug addict or been around them, you'll know two things. One, they're fucking annoying. And two, they're not doing it for pleasure. They're doing it because they cannot cope with the pain of being alive. They can't cope with it anymore. The upset, the hurt, the loneliness, the emptiness. And drugs and alcohol is not the problem for these people. Reality is the problem for these people. Drugs and alcohol is the solution to that problem, because you simply can't cope. That's what it was for me.
And when you look at someone like David Cameron, who's quite tough on drugs, he doesn't want to soften the war on drugs, and yet there's all sorts of questions. He refuses to answer questions about his own past. He's gone out of his way to kind of say, I'm not going to talk about my own past. Does that bother you when you see politicians kind of cracking down on drugs? Well,
not really, because as I said, I write them lot off. They're just, right. For me, these people are, they're nothing to us. They are just shadows on the wall. They're a zoetrope. They're an illusion. Ignore them. Ignore them. They will go. We don't need to involve ourselves in their paradigm, create a new paradigm that makes their one opposite currently.
Russell, they have power, as you admit. If you ignore them, they don't go away. They carry on passing laws.
I'll tell you something important. No, the reason that we're not... Guess why we don't go around on horse and carriage no more? Because someone invented a car. If you create a better system, the old one will become obsolete. The old one will become obsolete. Let's not focus our energy on the people that are faffing around in the old system that enhances their privilege, inculcates their systems, their ideas, and incubates them in their privilege. Fuck it off. Now, focus on new ideas.